Boy, it was a wet night last night. That rain was pretty much steady, and it was heavy at times overnight. Front finally moved through early this morning, left behind some showers, only a few showers south of Seattle, but north of Seattle, a very active convergence zone. And you can see that in the Doppler radar here at mid-morning. Up to the north, you can see all the action taking place there where it's relatively dry down south. We saw it originally over Seattle. It's kind of lifted up to Everett, but we're going to see these convergence zones form and drift around anywhere from, North Seattle all the way up to probably right around the Mount Vernon area or so. So keeping those areas pretty much wet through today and possibly generating a thunderstorm in there as well, especially this afternoon and early this evening. Take a look out at our cameras. You can see out there towards the strait, things looking pretty good. They cleared out nicely Port Angeles with some blue sky. And, well, you have the clouds there in Bellingham, but definitely not as wet. And we couldn't see out through all the raindrops a little bit earlier this morning. And, well, Everett sitting under the convergence zone, looking a little on the wet side right now, and we'll be seeing a lot of that up in that area on through today and into the overnight hours tonight. Checking the view there from our Queen Anne Tower cam, cloudy, but it has dried out. It was originally, the convergence zone was originally sitting over Seattle, but it's drifted northward for the time being. And there in Tacoma, they've seen some breezy winds, wind gusts in the 20 to 30 mile per hour range. Those should be dying down a little bit later on, but you can see the sunshine coming through there, and they're only expecting a stray shower in that area. In fact, for that game with the Tacoma Rainiers today, with Cal Raleigh playing down there, we're looking for partly sunny skies, only a very slight chance of a shower. We'll be looking for temperatures mainly right around 60 degrees during the game. So take the rain gear along. Worst case, you just end up sitting on the rain gear, which is not all that bad. And if you do get a shower, it'll move through fairly quickly, so it shouldn't really interfere with the game today down there in Tacoma. Out at Westport along the coast, you can see looking just a little gray out there, but they're seeing some occasional showers moving in off the Pacific. It's only 11 days until the official arrival of summer. Certainly doesn't feel like that right now, but as we head towards later in the week, and especially over the weekend, it'll seem like summer is already here. Take a look at the rain totals in the last 24 hours. Anywhere from around, 0.22 of an inch there, quarter of an inch there in Port Angeles, the dry spots, but really from roughly around 3/4 of an inch to well over an inch. And those areas north of Seattle are going to pick up even more today. Excuse me. Checking the computer model shows you what's going on. We've got that front to the east of us, and you can see the convergence zones forming during the afternoon, and fairly strong convergence zone, so with locally heavy showers. Might end up with a couple of them, maybe a secondary one up farther to the north there along the Skagit and Whatcom County borders, while you're still getting some pretty heavy convergence zone showers farther to the south on into the evening hours. Then overnight tonight, we'll see those gradually start to diminish, and maybe a couple showers left over early on Wednesday. Those should wrap up, and then we clear out nicely as we head towards Wednesday afternoon and get into a sunny and gradually warmer pattern. Looking at the satellite image, you can see the system that moved through overnight. The main feature out here is this big arc of clouds. That's a large area of high pressure that's building out there. It's going to shift closer to us. As that settles in, we're going to see a gradual warming about 5 degrees a day all the way through Saturday, getting into the upper 70s and low to mid 80s by Saturday. And then we'll warm again, it looks like, with the temperatures as we head into Monday into Sunday and Monday are going to be pushing into the 80s with maybe some 90s as we get offshore winds that cut off our ocean air conditioning. We'll see a little bit of cooling, though, as we head towards the middle part of the week. So checking that 7-day forecast today, we'll have the showers and sun breaks with those locally heavy showers, primarily roughly from about North Seattle up towards Mount Vernon. Most likely place to see those convergence zone showers and the slight chance of a thunderstorm. We'll see tomorrow the few early morning showers, otherwise clearing out mid-60s, around 70 Thursday, into the mid-70s Friday, and then probably upper 70s and low to mid-80s on Saturday. Then we really push it up. On Sunday, we're going to be in the mid-80s to near 90 degrees. Looks like Monday is going to be the warmest day of the series, hitting that 90-degree mark possibly at SeaTac with some low 90s down in the South Sound. Checking the records, we may break a couple of records, probably because the records are a little bit on the low side. Sunday looks like we have a good chance there with forecasting 87. The record is 86. Monday's the most likely day, though. The record's 88, but looking for 90 degrees. We probably will cool enough on Tuesday. We won't break the record, but we'll be fairly close to it, so it could still happen. We probably don't want it to happen, actually. And if we take a look at the departure from normal, you can see today we're going to be about 8 degrees below normal, and then we gradually get closer to normal. just kind of pass it Thursday into Friday. We're 10 degrees above normal by the time we get to Saturday. And then as we look at Sunday and Monday, we're going to be 15 to 20 degrees above normal. And then we gradually slip back. And once again, we're below normal as we head on towards the end of next week, as we get our onshore winds back and start to bring in that cooler air off the ocean. But that middle portion where we have the heat is going to be pretty hot out there, and it's going to be some nights where the temperatures are not going to drop out of the 60s. So it's going to be a period of time where it's going to be hard to cool the homes that don't have air conditioning. Checking the mountains, if you're thinking of going hiking today, you might want to wait at least a day to do that, maybe two. You have some better weather up there. Paradise does not look all that inviting today. And take a look at Snoqualmie Pass to see the rain coming down there as well. And we're looking for quite a few showers up in the mountains today. Temperatures this afternoon at the 3,000-foot level only getting into the mid-40s. And tomorrow, a little bit better. We're going to be looking for a few showers around early, but then it should actually dry out as we head towards late morning and afternoon, and high temperatures in the low 50s. But if you go on as Thursday, you're probably looking at mostly sunny skies, which will be a lot better, and temperatures will be up into the 60s probably in the afternoon. Take a look at the temperatures for today. You see we're mostly in the upper 50s and low 60s up and down the Sound. As we head into tomorrow, we'll warm up a little bit, getting into the mid-60s. I said about 5 degrees a day, it looks like. Getting into Thursday, we've got upper 60s and low to some mid-70s in the South Sound. And as we wrap up the work week, we're going to be looking for those temperatures to go up, maybe not quite that much, but a few degrees, and be a more upper 70s down there in the South Sound. And then as we hit Saturdays, we're going to see those temperatures start to warm up anywhere from the upper 70s into the low to mid 80s. And then we really do warm up as we head into Sunday, with the temperatures getting to the 80s to the low 90s. Heading into next week then, as we head into Tuesday, we're going to see the temperatures cool back probably into the 80s, so we'll lose a couple degrees possibly as we start to shift back to onshore winds. As we head into Wednesday, we're going to be seeing mostly sunny skies, but start to develop a few clouds out along the coast. Temperatures dropping back to the mid to upper 70s to low 80s. And then as we head towards later in the week, we'll get a push of marine air, which should really cool us down and drop those high temperatures back into the mid to upper 60s. So once again, as it has been so far through the spring, we have some big swings in our temperatures and weather over the course of every week to 10 days.